Hello, Chris.
Hello, mate.
I just want to remind you of something. This is the 4th Thor film. Stupidly not called for Thor, but fine. It's safe to say that this gig has paid off. You've been Thor for 11 years now. Just so you know, your rival is this Hugh Jackman guy with 16 years in the playing a superhero character for the longest time stakes.
Is he?
Would you possibly be seeing yourself still swinging Mjolnir/Stormbreaker in 6 years' time to beat that record?
I wasn't gonna, but now that you've put that in front of me, you make a good point. It's only 6 years. I've come this far. You know, to turn back now would just be a waste. So
you've got to hope that he doesn't do a cameo in Deadpool 3, because that just ruins it.
Then it's I know. I might make some calls to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah,
it's a good plan. I like it.
I put myself in Deadpool instead. That would be the offering, I think. You know, see if that passes. Yeah.
From your lips to God's ears, I love it. We're talking late March 2022. There's not been a trailer at this point for Love and Thunder. I've not seen the film. This is a Zoom interview on ultra hard mode. My best insight into this movie right now, and it isn't a joke, is a Lego set. Pray for me. I know this. Goats are involved. What can you tell me about them?
Yeah. Well, how do you know about the goats? Anyway. The goats are... I've seen a few versions of the film, and they scream a lot in the most manic, wild scream. And I can only assume, because I don't know for certain, that it's Taika doing the voices of the goats.
Who else? Who else? We need a goat voice. Taika? Oh, you're the director as well. That's
it
so
was
handy.
His morning siren, who would hear across the set.
What about the boat? Can you talk about the boat?
The boat, yeah. Well, there's some improvisation as far as how we get from one place to another, and then some goats may have been involved. Goats and boats. That could be the newest title. Thor, Love and Thunder, Goats and Boats. I mean, that has a ring to it, doesn't it?
Thor for Thor, Goats and Boats.
There you go.
Done. My other clues for something to talk about with this no doubt incredibly exciting and excellent movie is your Instagram, right? Where you look so jacked as Thor. Your godbod is so godlike, I think your right arm is approximately the size of my whole body. Was this actually just to prove that the whole
Thor, what do you know?
Endgame Thor look was very much a joke?
Is he asleep?
No. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
It was just him coming back with a vengeance, I think.
After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape. He went from Deadpool to godbod.
It was like me in lockdown for 6-7 months, and I was just like, what else to do but train and eat and train and eat, and it's just my sort of prison mentality. And I grew and grew and grew.
It paid off.
And then the trickiest thing was trying to maintain that size. I got to sort of peak condition and then kind of flatlined through the film. So, pay attention early, because I'll dwindle off throughout.
As you rewatch the film, you go, that was the end of the shoot, beginning of the shoot, end of the shoot.
Yeah, I can tell you what month it is by how small I was getting throughout.
I cannot wait for the directors and actors commentary. A quick question on the Endgame bod, right? If Tony Stark calls Thor Big Lebowski,
Drifting left. One side there, Lebowski.
and Jeff Bridges played his former mentor in Iron Man,
Oh, that went well.
have I found a key mistake in the MCU that just unravels it all?
I think you have, yeah. I didn't even think of that myself. Well done.
You're welcome, world. I've ruined your favorite
A little
thing for you.
forensic investigation there on your behalf. Well done.
Oh man, my thinking about this case has become very uptight. Yeah.
As my mum often says, you could have been a doctor.
You should have been. Right? Well, we wouldn't have got to hang out. So.
And that would have been a travesty. What I can also see is you in a sleeveless, but of course, white tee with this amazing print. Is the print a clue? Is that something we can talk about?
This is, okay, that is, what could I say about that? The tank top you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Now, it could be a few different trees, right? It could be what's it, Idrisil, I think it's called, the sort of tree of life. It could be a tree from the film. It could be Tree of Life by Terrence Malick.
Yep.
He could have also co-directed.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. For all you Brad Pitt fans.
That's right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here you go.
And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon.
Jane?
Taika has said that this sequel is so over the top in the very best way that it's as if 10-year-olds told us what should be in a movie and we said yes to every single thing.
Yeah.
What is your best example of that you can give me?
Yeah, it was 10-year-old Taika, or Taika, who is like a 10-year-old, saying, can I have this person in the film? Can we do this? Can we have goats? Can we have this? Can we have that? And they said, yep. And then off you go. And it's like, how do we assemble this into a film? It was...
Well, you got all the toys.
Yeah, exactly. That's how he would storyboard. You know, a bunch of action figures, and you're over here, and you're over here, and you do this. Look, it was just him at his kind of wackiest and most insane in a beautiful, beautiful way, trying and experimenting and exploring all sorts of ideas and concepts, and everyone was on board and along for the ride, and it was a hell of a ride, as only he could do.
You also have your first Thor movie here without Tom Hiddleston. It seems like you've replaced that focus-stealing son of a gun with everyone.
Remember what I told you. You ever feel lost? Just look into the eyes of the people that you love.
The Guardians, Christian Bale, cameos we can't mention, Natalie Portman is back.
Not me. What? Just listening.
I was wondering, did you ever find yourself God-splaining Thor to Natalie Portman? Like, here's how to best swing Mjolnir. You don't want to swing it quite like that. Your cape work needs work.
I mean, she didn't need much advice.
I just want to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
Yeah, a couple of times she asked me, and it was about kind of 2 months in,
It's just my first bad guy.
about kind of a stance or a thing.
You never forget your first.
I was honoured that she'd asked, and I thought, sure, I'll get, to say, kind of do a bit of this. But other than that, she had a pretty good hand on it all herself. She was fantastic and worked her butt off and came in incredible shape and made us all have to pick up our own game.
What's it been like? 3, 4 years?
8 years, 7 months and 6 days, give or take.
Absolutely. And I know we can't talk about the cameos, but I am curious to discover that maybe Matt Damon is back.
Build a statue for me. We will build a big statue for you. With my helmet on, with the big bendy horns.
Can you say that he's going to be Loki again? What can you say?
You know, I can't say anything. I mean, it's
all right.
You know, but.
Yeah. Interviews are fun.
You know, especially when you haven't seen the film, isn't it? You're doing a brilliant job, though. I must say thank you.
Sir, so kind. All right, let me ask a few wrap-up questions. What are fans in the street saying to you these days? And I'm particularly interested in what Aussie fans say to you when they spot you.
Aussie fans, it's like, oh, g'day, Chris. Or it's or occasionally Thor. Mostly it's Thor. So if it's a drive-by, it's Thor out the window. If it's in person, there's a little more gentleness. But it's all pretty positive.
The greeting, way. What would you say has been your most memorable direction playing Thor? And I'm imagining Taika's got the best ones in terms of, I'm never going to hear a note like that ever again.
Yeah. Don't do it like that again. It was,
Wrong.
Wrong. No.
Bad.
Shut up. Don't do that. Or I'd be like, oh, can I try something here? He goes, sure, if it's better than my writing, great, do it.
Good luck, chump.
Most of the time, the biggest challenge, I think, editorially or for the sound mixing department is like, through some of our best takes, he's just laughing in the background over the top of all of it. And I'm like, how does any of this cut together? And so I'll be in the ADR booth having to re-record those lines minus his heckle.
Yeah, him chuckling or a random goat noise.
Goat noise.
Taika, could you just not? And let me leave you with this. Where is the weirdest place you've seen your face as Thor? Whether it's merchandise or I don't know, a pillowcase, a lunchbox?
I've seen a few pairs of like underwear. I've seen a couple of tattoos on a butt cheek.
Oh,
which is like, whoa, there it is. Okay, cool, thanks. Yep.
Well, this is a great way of ending the interview, actually, Chris.
Thank you. Here it is.
It's time for me to no.
I thought you were going to do it. If only. That would have been... I'm happy to re-record this if you go get a tattoo quickly and I'll play
Give
it
me
like
6
it was the
months
first time it happened.
and a lot of money.
Done.
I'm your guy.
All right. 6 months to get the
Chris,
tattoo? Come on.
I need to build up the courage, I think,
All right.
and maybe beg my wife. Anyway, Chris, as ever, it's been a sincere pleasure. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, buddy.
I cannot
You too.
wait to see the trailer for this film.
Can't wait to see the goats.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.